what news have you?
I do have a little bit, and actually, like 5 seconds after you hit go live, and you can share my screen now if you'd like.
Yes, sir.
But like 5 seconds after you hit go live, I happen to see this config manager roadmap of sorts as config manager gets transitioned into a yearly release cycle. So it looks like we can expect few releases here, one next month, and then a couple in 2026, and then not another one until September 2027. But this is like, for me, super fresh, hot off the presses.
Yeah, I mean, this is very expected. Already when I cut down to 2 releases, it was very clear that this is a product that is pretty much feature complete at this point. There will always be security updates and bug fixes and whatnot, but I mean, don't expect 400 new features in the next version. That's simply not going to happen. Smaller team in Redmond dealing with it, and what I like about this update or this, at least it gives customers a little bit of peace of mind that it's not going away tomorrow. It's going to be around for a while. I'm guessing a decade more. But this at least shows that, all right, a couple of more years for sure.
Yeah, at least. It's nice to see some dates there too. Of course, they're tentative because some of those are pretty far out, but I agree. It's nice to see.
Oh, good find. Very good find.
Yeah. All right. Now, for some of the things that I knew I had found before hopping on here, this is a pretty cool blog post, as Rudy often blogs about on the Patch My PC blog. Potential changes coming to device status using the IME in Intune. So basically, Rudy found, I don't want to give away all of his hard work in this deep dive here, but basically found a DLL that's showing up in the Intune management extension that is using the same components that Teams uses to manage presence. So the thought here is that this could be showing up in order to have that same real-time device status capability that we have for users in Teams. So I thought that was interesting, to say the least. If this comes through, there are a lot of things that Rudy talks about in here that this could enable. Highly recommend this blog post. We like real time, Johan.
We do.
Also came across this blog from the Intune support team. There's going to be some compliance remediation updates for iOS and iPadOS, and the M365 productivity apps like Outlook and Teams are actually going to get this. Let me see if this is the best picture we have. Get this button. It's a little bit blurry because of Zoom it here, but you can get the gist, I think. If you have a device, an iOS or iPadOS device that is not compliant, you can go ahead and check compliance and then actually hit resolve here in that productivity app so that you can get back into compliance and then access the resources that you're trying to access. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. Martin Bankston put out a new blog post yesterday. I happened to see it this morning. A break glass local admin solution for Windows 11 using Intune and Defender for Endpoint. There are a couple of components to this solution, basically a discovery script and a remediation script used in Intune. And then a removal script that will clean up everything after the emergency situation that you have there. And then some monitoring that you can add into Defender so that you know if you use this solution, this break glass account has been created and used on a device. You'll actually get an alert on that, or your security team will get an alert on that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I guess I think a lot of things are pretty cool now that I've said that for about the fourth time. But we have a lot of exciting things going on here in the community, Johan. And then last but certainly not least, our friend Haley Phillips posted a follow-up to her first post on Microsoft Graph, getting started and how to connect to it, what is Graph, things like that. This one is focused a little bit more on connecting and doing a few different calls to Graph. Really like these posts because they are short, to the point, and she does a great job of describing exactly what we're doing with these specific commands. Sort of breaking it down in these bite-sized chunks, I think, is really, really useful. So I wanted to share that as well. And that was all I had.
All right, then. Well, I do have a couple of things as well, so I'm going to go ahead and share one of my screens also. There we go, and I will go ahead and hide yours for the moment. Will be granted back upon request.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Well, first out, just an update about updates, I guess. Windows latest over on Twitter just posted that Microsoft confirmed that the update and shutdown was actually not necessarily doing a shutdown rather than a restart, and it's being fixed. So hopefully that will be taken care of for those of you that have been experienced that. I figured it was worth mentioning. And I stumbled across something. I mean, I've been doing Active Directory for quite some time, and I know the importance of time sync and stuff like that, but this was a downright brilliant read that I stumbled across. Someone who explained the secure time seeding thing in Windows, or how it's securely making sure that times are correct. So turned out to be a pretty good read. So if you haven't seen that before, I highly recommend taking a couple of minutes on that one. Then this last couple of days, I did some electrical troubleshooting here over at home. One of the bucket heaters just refused to work, and after digging up that cable out of the ground, I think I came closer to the solution why that heater did not work.
Yeah, that looks pretty obvious.
Yeah, I'm not an electrician, but you know, it felt like something could have been wrong there.
Yes, and I'm happy to see you're sitting here, so it seems like you were hands off.
Yeah, those are scary. You can get a good punch from. This was only 110, but still, you can get a good sucker punch from that one.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then I did last week. I did a major update to one of our blog posts. So if you search for cloud here, and go back to CloudOS Deployment 4, this was a solution that we developed for a customer back in 2020. Published it with our blessing in 2021. We got our permissions to do so. And then I have been updating that to support the latest Microsoft Graph modules and whatnot. But long story short, you can use this platform or idea to basically integrate with any sort of deployment solution. But it just runs after the image has been applied to the disk, calls a web service to take care of the autopilot registration, and basically tells the client to sit tight and wait until it's done, and then we're back at the screen here. So working on the post also for Config Manager, but that will take a week or two to get going. But I wanted to share this one. Pretty major update compared to what it was before. Let's see what else.
Great job on that, by the way. I know you've wanted to update that for a while.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Um, then there was an update on BitLocker in the October patch. Apparently, there seems to be at least a couple of devices affected by
October
this one.
continues to haunt us.
October continued to haunt us, but I mean, we still have November updates to look forward to, so we can hope that will be better than it was in October. Then I stumbled across a share from Mr. Niehaus, who is this one is absolutely not about Autopilot, but I thought it was absolutely brilliant. It was Tailscale that put together a little blog post mentioned that you can easily set up, or somewhat easily set up, a Raspberry Pi or an Apple TV as a VPN router or Tailscale network VPN. And you can send that to friends and family, so you can help them support their machines now over Christmas. That would be great. But I thought it was just a brilliant idea. I was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Yeah. And I had no idea you can use an Apple TV. That was just, okay. Worth mentioning.
I know what I'll be doing for Thanksgiving now.
There you go. All right. Then friends over at System Center Dudes, they put together a nice little PowerShell script that basically makes sure that you have the right recovery keys in your environment. So I recommend taking a look at that one. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, I had a chance this Monday after class to go see a legend once again. It was 20 years since the last time that Brad Adams came to our neighborhood, to the Rosemont Arena, there, the Allstate Arena in Rosemont. So I went to see him on Monday night. Fantastic concert. Still rocking after, he must be 60 plus years now or something like that.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Sounds like it was a great show.
Yeah, it was. Then we had a good friend from Sweden, Mr. Anders Ahl, who wrote a not small but pretty good article on around Microsoft Delivery Optimization, like one article catches all type setup and ideas and tips and tricks. So as you can see from the size of this bar here, this is a very, very, very long blog post, but this is good information. So if you haven't seen it, haven't learned about DO just yet, this is a nice little, estimated 53-minute read. So we'll take you through the weekend.
That's one of those Friday night at the dinner table reads, I think.
Yeah, we can. I mean, or Christmas perhaps. Some reading Dickens, and some are reading this.
Love it.
I don't think the family will be too excited though.
Probably not.
No. But yeah, that was the news I had.
I actually had one more thing that I forgot, probably because it was, I'll say, resolved. I don't know if you came across the conversation that Windows Update titles were changing. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I saw that, and I saw the mass thread that emerged from it.
Yeah, so there was some discussion around, well, the announcement wasn't a discussion. The announcement was removing year and month from the title of updates. But to Microsoft credit, and Arya, who was engaging with everybody on social media, actually listened to feedback, and seems like they've backed off from that change.
Yeah, the community came together and basically said that was not a great idea.
Yes.
didn't phrase it that diplomatic in all the tweets, but that was the gist of it. But thankfully, as you said, the listeners like, all right, let's keep them. I don't mind that they're simplifying their naming, because some of their naming is weird.
Yeah.
I remember having to write, I think I still have it. If I go here, yeah, just some of the classification names and stuff. It's like, yep.
Huh? So it does look like, if you want to pop over to my screen for a minute, it looks like this is the actual simplification here.
Yes, sir. I shall go over to your screen.
Or will be, plus the year and month still.
Good. Yeah, that is good news.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.